In the 1980s, the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea came into force, declaring 54% of the world's oceans as common heritage of mankind. In other words, it belonged to everyone, and mining in the area was to be banned until a mining code could be agreed. To draw up this code, the International Seabed Authority was established in the Jamaican capital Kingston in 1994. But there has never been any agreement. In 2021, the Pacific Island nation of Nauru, working with Canadian mining firm The Metals Company, applied to start deep-sea mining in the common area, triggering a 2-year deadline for the body to come up with such a code or allow mining. The deadline passed in early July. Now, major countries, including France, Germany and Chile, are calling for a pause on all deep-sea mining operations in these common areas, where mining exploration has already prompted protests. However, nations including Norway, China and South Korea are in favour of pushing ahead. The prize? Minerals and metals including cobalt, copper and nickel, used for green technologies such as wind turbines, solar panels and EV batteries.
If deep-sea mining were to go ahead on the scale that is currently planned, it would essentially be the largest mining operation in the history of humanity.
But environmental groups fear the mining could have catastrophic consequences, destroying ecosystems that are still little understood and creating sediment clouds that could suffocate corals and sea life miles from the mining site.
The deep-sea environment is particularly vulnerable and fragile, and it's a very slow-moving environment. Things take a long time to grow, a long time to reproduce. There's no going back from any of the impacts from deep-sea mining. The impacts would be irreversible.
And scientists also have concerns that the effects of extraction could have unforeseen consequences.
It is like going into a new frontier with a technology that's just now being developed, and my feeling about it is that we should only be doing that if we know enough about the ecosystems, we know what lives there, what we stand to lose, and how they're linked to, say, the fisheries above the mining areas. We need to have a tremendous amount of knowledge before we can effectively regulate such a risky industry.
However, mining firm The Metals Company says the biggest threat to the oceans is climate change and insists the top priority of the planet should be achieving net zero emissions as fast as possible. A statement on their website reads, "Staying dependent on fossil fuels will continue to contribute to a host of environmental and climate issues. Ocean acidification, oil spills, toxic byproducts and resource wars among them." This environmental disagreement is being played out at the International Seabed Authority talks in Jamaica as countries wrestle with the dilemma of whether to collect precious metals and minerals from the seabed. Catherine Drew, CGTN.